it's Chantal Elaine. Welcome to or back to my channel. Today I want to explain how hard it can be when life gives you a security guard. Last Saturday I woke up around 10 a.m. The sun was shining in so bright from my window I was about to get up and close the blinds. I lifted my head up and I felt the room starting to spin. I sat myself up with both hands gripping the sheets on both sides of me and I was super dizzy. I couldn't focus or stand. I just had to lay myself back down. I was a little concerned since I've never felt like that before. I was also recently having chest pain with tightness and my breathing has been a little bit more difficult. So I closed my eyes and relaxed for a little bit and tried to fall asleep again, hoping this dizziness would completely wear off. I tried to get up again about a half hour later and the same thing happened. I started to get a little upset and I called my mom. She said she'll come over to help me out and keep me company till my guy came home. He was also on his way over but was a little bit further away. I chatted with my mom while I tried to calm down and I tried a few more times to prop myself on my side, even just to be upright a little bit, but I quickly realized that wasn't going to work. My mom got here finally and I told her to go to the security office downstairs at my apartment building because I couldn't get up to unlock the door myself at the moment. I was afraid I'd pass out or hurt myself on the way to the door. I just wanted someone I was comfy with to come and help me up or to be there if I needed to call 911. I was getting increasingly stressed and upset. I was a mess. Crying, hyperventilating, and stuck just laying on my back. To make matters worse, my cell phone was now at 8% battery, not helping my stress levels in case I needed to call for help. My mom got in the building and asked security to come upstairs to enter the unit because of my health issue. I couldn't unlock it myself at the moment. He escorted her upstairs and I heard the lock making sound, but he proceeded to say that he had the wrong key. He would be right back after going all the way back down again to retrieve the proper set of keys. He finally came back up as I'm in my unit yelling for my mom, who was also anxiously waiting outside the door. She was so close, yet so far, and I was feeling worse and worse as each minute passed alone in my bedroom. The security guard comes back to the door and I hear the key rattling the lock, but it didn't open. My mom calls me again and my phone is now at 3%. She's telling me that the guy just got told he isn't allowed to let her in. So I start to cry and yell out for them to come in. I'm straight up giving them permission to enter based on my health. But the security says he was told by property management it would be a liability to open my unit door. By the way, that would only be the case if I didn't give permission or they hadn't notified me 24 hours prior. But I was on the other side of the door currently, yelling and crying to come in. He was told paramedics have to be present for the unit entry. I hear my mom's voice go muffled on the phone and hear her from outside the door saying, "Then call an ambulance." The security guard was young and new to the position. But to be a security guard, there's lots of things required. You need to have a license for this. In relation to my specific issue, it is also mandatory for security to have first aid training and a certificate. So he should have been in my unit as soon as possible, not dilly-dallying, especially when he was the only person possibly able to help me during that time. The ambulance dispatch called my number after my mom called them for me because she couldn't tend to me personally due to the door between us. The dispatch called to screen me for COVID-19 before showing up. It was extremely difficult to focus and not get upset by being asked questions like, have I been near anybody with COVID lately or traveled outside Canada? Things that had nothing to do with what I needed help with. Not to mention being so inside my own head with thoughts like, am I having a heart attack? Is my brain okay? I couldn't catch my breath and it was getting harder to breathe. My phone was now at 1%. I was crying on the phone with dispatch saying my phone was almost dead and everyone's just standing outside my door not coming in to help. And I was just beyond scared. He told me to stay in a comfortable position and they'd come as soon as they could. We hung up and I heard the sirens shortly after. The security let paramedics in and they came into my bedroom asking how I was feeling. And they said they were going to check my vitals and stuff. I burst into a loud cry, more so because of relief that somebody was finally with me. I had been panicking with chest pain, vertigo, and shortness of breath all morning, which had gotten worse the last half hour that the security got involved, probably due to anxiety from being denied any kind of help. That last half hour felt like forever to me. I didn't understand why nobody would help me. Security was wasting so much time. All that time he was dilly-dallying, I was getting worse. My anxiety was overwhelming and my symptoms were scaring me beyond belief. There's a piece of me though that wants to give this guy the benefit of the doubt just because he was new. But he has a license in this position, which made me trust him in the first place. However, clearly that isn't quite the case anymore. since he denied me of any kind of care for my physical symptoms and my mental health. There's a process of filing claims and complaints with the condo board, so in the meantime, I hope this kind of scenario doesn't happen to anyone else here. I'm home and recovering now, and I just want to remind people, if you see an emergency vehicle on the road, please move out of the way as the law states. Or if you see someone having a medical issue, please get them help. Timing really does matter. Thanks for hearing out my When Life Gives You People story. I'll post a new story every Saturday. I'll leave you with this question. Please leave a comment below. What helps calm you down in a really stressful time? Hope to see you next time. Like and subscribe, and don't forget to be kind.